Hello. Hi, everyone. Oh my goodness. What a day. I'm back. I'm back. I tried to go live again and again. It wasn't working. I don't know what's happening. But I am here now. I'm here now. So, hello. What day is it? Oh, it's Thursday. Okay. I can't even keep track of what day it is. So, I hope everyone's well. I couldn't decide if I wanted to do a live stream or a pre-recorded pop-up. I don't even know if that's what it's called. I know I hear people talking about pop-ups, but I don't know if that's for live streams, if it's a pre-recorded, I'm not sure what it is. So anyway, I'm just here now, so hope you guys are well. So I just cannot believe the stuff that's going on with let me pull up my little list here. I can't believe the stuff that is going around, and just I feel like every hour there's something that comes out with the whole P. Diddy thing. I don't even know. I'm just like, okay, stop. I need time to process the last 12 things that came out. It's just so much. But anyway, so I wanted to jump on here really quick and just ask a few things that, I mean, I feel like I heard about something just a few days ago, and I feel like it's already stale or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Because there's just so much. But one, I mean, this is all surrounding the whole Diddy thing. This is blown up like crazy. So one thing I wanted to bring up is, about Sean Combs' mom, and she put out a statement, and the only thing I'm going to say on that is, I feel like a lot of people are giving her a hard time for putting out the statement about her son, and I feel bad for her. I mean, this is still her child. I'm a mother, so I do feel bad. Nothing in her statement makes me feel like, that's if you're a parent and you're a mother, isn't that what you would say for your son? I feel like it is. So, I'm not gonna, say anything about that, because I just think, that's her son. So that's how I feel. But then, oh my God. So I'm going to go through some of these real quick. Well, I'm going to start with the big one that really blew me away. This blew me away. So Jaguar Wright. And I didn't really know who she was until I started following this whole Diddy thing, right? Because I just don't follow celebrities, right? I don't know. I mean, I'm old. I don't care anymore. I just care what's going on in my own life. So I feel like I don't want to, whatever. I know who she is kind of now, because I've seen some of her videos, and I've seen her, going on some podcasts as a guest and putting out some of her own videos. So I've seen some of that. But Piers Morgan had her on as a guest. And I was like, what? Piers Morgan had Jaguar Wright on. And I feel like and luckily I clicked on it and watched it right away, because within 24 hours, Jay-Z and Beyonce had their attorneys send a cease and desist to Piers Morgan. And they said, whatever. Well, I don't even know what the cease and desist said, because Piers didn't share it. But his channel on YouTube is called on something Piers Morgan Uncensored, or I'm not sure what the title of his show is called, but I know the word uncensored is in his show title. So, and he even mentioned that. So I'm not going to, go on and on about the video. You guys can Google it, but within 24 hours, it was less than 24 hours. He, on his next show, video, whatever, he, at the beginning, it said an apology statement. And I was just like, what? What's happening? So that really, really, to me, threw me for a loop, because Piers Morgan is huge. I feel like he's mainstream. I was kind of shocked that he had Jaguar Wright on, but good for her that she was able to get on there. That he invited her on. And here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to ask the question because I want to ask this, but I am going to get my, and you guys that watch me know, I'm going to get my selenite and I'm going to put that on my lap. So I want to know what I want to ask about this whole case with Piers Morgan is, and by the way, from the interview that I saw, he gave Jaguar Wright the floor and, let her speak. He didn't agree with her on anything. He didn't, he did make a comment that they're not here to give their side or defend themselves or, anything like that. So I'm not even sure why they gave him a cease and desist. I don't even know. But so what I'm going to do is I want to ask if it was, how do I ask this? If Piers Morgan really did allegedly really want to put out this apology and, take his video or edit his video so that Jaguar Wright's portion interview was removed from the video. So was that really what Piers wanted to do? Or was it his higher ups? I'm sure he's got, I don't know. I'm assuming he's got higher ups that are managing everything for him. Hi, Shannon. How are you? Nice to see you too, tuning in while you're at work. Good. Well, I hope I'm not disturbing your work. So did Piers, was he really himself? Did he really want to make this apology and take it, edit the video, edit Jaguar Wright's video or interview out of his video? I'm kind of surprised to see this, but I'm getting yes. I'm really surprised to see this. Again, Pierce's show is something, whatever the title is, uncensored, right? So I'm getting yes, he was part of the decision to make the apology and remove it from his video. But it wasn't just him. I am getting that it was some higher ups as well. So it was a combination of both, but I'm surprised to see that Piers actually went along with this. I'd be interested to know what exactly was in that cease and desist. I'm not an attorney, but I feel like if anyone would be able to, I don't know. I just feel like Piers wouldn't just so easily take it out. And, I don't know. I was really thrown by that. So, but yeah, I am getting that, he did want to take it down. He was in part of that decision process of taking it, editing his video and then giving the apology to Jay-Z and Beyonce. He felt that it was just, I don't want any trouble. I'm just going to just be done with it. That's it. Hi, Goddess. The attorney for Jay-Z said it was an ultimatum. An ultimatum like take it down or what? He's going to sue him? I'm guessing. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Piers Morgan is mainstream, and wouldn't he have, I don't know. I don't even know. I'm speaking blind here. I don't know if doesn't he have like a management team or a network behind him or something that maybe he doesn't. Maybe since he's got his channel on YouTube, maybe he doesn't anymore. But and here's another thing. So we don't really know. I mean, I really don't know what exactly the laws are in the UK. I mean, I don't know where Piers does a show in the UK. But I'm guessing that who knows what the laws are there. Maybe they're a little stricter than the US. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a legal expert, attorney, nothing. So I just know that I was like, what? Like it happened like that. And I was so glad that I was able to watch Jaguar Wright's video interview before it was taken off. So I was able to see the whole thing. And it was just like, boom, it was gone. And here's Piers Morgan the next day, like given a, an apology. I was like, holy moly. Anyway, so that was like a huge thing for me. I was like, I see, and here's what I don't understand too. I haven't heard, I mean, I don't follow celebrities that much, but I haven't seen or heard anyone talking about Jay-Z or Beyonce, giving any kind of statement with this whole P. Diddy stuff. I see a lot of people or news stations or whatever, law stations on YouTube or YouTube channels that are talking about, what did Jay-Z have to do with it? Did he have anything to do with it? I mean, all kinds of speculation, right? And I'm not saying that he did. I'm just saying you see that plastered all over social media. And so why I feel like, is this the first time that, is this like the first time that Jay-Z and Beyonce have sent a cease and desist? And if so, why are they doing it now? I feel like, isn't that a little sus? I don't know. I feel like that's a little sus. Like, I feel like, okay, well, why haven't they gone after anyone else? Because it's all over social media. Why only Piers Morgan? I couldn't figure that out, but I don't know. Because I feel like, aren't they usually pretty quiet? I don't know. Anyway, so that was a huge thing for me. So another thing that has been all over social media is this alleged book that, and to be honest, I haven't even looked online or Amazon or anything to see if it's a real book, if it's still for sale, but apparently there's this book that is supposedly, allegedly by Kim Porter. In her own words, and from what I'm hearing on, social media, YouTube, whatever, is that it was her words. I don't know if it was like a diary or I don't know what it was supposed to be, but apparently this book is out there. It's for sale. I think some TikTokers have gone through it and read it and said, this is, it says this. Well, apparently I won't be reading it. I won't be reading it. And I'll tell you why in a second. But apparently it has a lot of salacious, outrageous stuff in there about just, I'm not even going to go into all the stuff, but just go on TikTok. They're talking about it all over on TikTok. So, you can find out, I guess, some stuff about what the book says. I mean, it names a lot of people, I guess, and has some pretty salacious things. So one thing I wanted to ask, and I already know what I feel, but I just want to do the cards just to make sure that, see what they say. I want to ask if this supposed alleged book is really the words from Kim Porter. I wanted to ask that. I should Google really quick, because I don't know even like what the cover looks like. I don't know if is it on Amazon? I'm going to look, because I don't even know what I'm talking about here. I don't know. Oh, Kim Porter book. Okay, so let me look really quick. Alleged memoir pulled from Amazon. Oh, so it was on Amazon and now it's pulled from Amazon. That's what this USA Today is saying. So I guess, okay, so I guess it was on Amazon and now it's pulled from Amazon. Okay, well, I'm going to ask if it's really, looks like her children wanted it pulled. I don't know who put the book together, where it came from, but I want to ask the things that are in this memoir, oh my God, I can't say that word. Is it really Kim's words? Did it come from, I don't know, from Kim writing a journal or something like that? I want to ask that. Well, I'm getting no. And that's actually what I was feeling, but I'm getting a loud no in the cards too. But I already felt like there was something shady about this book, but what I'm getting is, literally the answer to the question is no. It's not, was not taken from anything that she wrote or anything like that. And here's what I'm also seeing. There is someone who is, this is probably obvious, but there's someone who had very ill intentions, malicious intentions, allegedly, and that's the reason they put this book out. And I want to ask in a second too, if it will ever be discovered, do we know who put this book out? I feel like we don't really know, do we? Let me see. Let me read more on this. Oh my gosh, it was even at Barnes & Noble? Holy cow. Oh, we do know who titled it. Authored by producer Todd Christopher Guzzi under the pseudonym Jamal Millwood. Interesting. So I don't know who this person is. I don't know who this Todd Guzzi or Jamal Millwood is. I don't know. I've not heard those names. But allegedly, what I'm getting is that person who wrote this book and authored it and put it out had very ill intentions. I think they definitely were hoping to make a lot of money. And I think they did. So before it was actually removed from these bookstores, the Barnes & Noble and the Amazon, I don't know if it's anywhere else, a lot of money was made. However, what I'm feeling is I bet there's going to be a lawsuit. That's kind of the energy I'm feeling. But I'm definitely getting this was just the big phrase right now is money grab. I'm feeling like it was a big money grab, trying to just make money on this. I have no clue how this person even would say that they got. I'm totally speaking blind here. I would have to do research on. I don't even know who this person is in relation to Kim Porter, why they would think that they would have information about what she said, but I'm getting no, those aren't Kim's words. So, maybe we should look at this as I'm shuffling. It's just so sad. The whole story with Kim Porter makes me so sad. In any of the victims in this whole Diddy thing, it just makes me so sad. But I wonder if, let's ask if anyone's going to sue or try to sue this. What was his name again? Oh my gosh, I lost it. Oh my God. Oh, okay. So I'm going to ask, so I'm going to ask if this Todd Goose, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, under the pseudonym Jamal Millwood, if anyone will try to sue this person. I feel like yes. So I'm going to skip that and I'm going to go right to I feel like there will be lawsuits, but so I'm going to go right to, will this person, Todd, Jamal, whatever, will he lose any lawsuits against him for this book? Because I already feel I'm hearing a loud yes that people will try to sue him. So I'm going to ask if he'll lose any suits that come against him. Interesting. I'm kind of surprised to see this. I'm getting a no, a double no. So see, I am not a legal expert, so I don't even know why this would come up no. The only thing I can feel is there's a possibility that because he removed the books off from the stores or it's not out there for sale anymore, there's some little glitch. I feel like there's some little glitch, some little something that's going to come up, and then, it will be said, well, look, it's already, off the sites. It's not being sold anymore. Whatever. There's some little legal thing that I think he won't be able to, people will not be able to successfully win if a suit against him, is how I would say it. I'm still seeing this, dark energy. I mean, it's all around anyone that has anything to do with that whole situation. And I've said this before, the music industry, Hollywood, this is nothing new, is just very dark. So, it's just really sad. The victims that are victims end up victims, involved in any of that. But basically for the book, it says that it's, again, saying that is nothing that was in that book came from Kim's words. That's what I'm getting, allegedly. I'm getting that those were not her words, and no, but no, I think people will try to sue. I don't think they will be successful. I almost want to say, I don't know. I just don't think they'll be successful, which is a shame, because if you're printing or putting out stuff about somebody else, especially when they're unfortunately passed on, that's fraudulent. I don't know, but it's that dark. The dark can get away with whatever it wants, right? So unfortunately. Okay, another thing that I've seen quite a few things come up about with the whole Diddy thing is there's a lot of stuff that's come up that's been dug up from the past since this whole Sean Combs thing. It's insane. It's hard to keep up with everything. So one of the things that I saw, which I did not know at the time, I had not known that this even happened. But again, I don't follow celebrities. But some people were saying that Sean Combs' Diddy had adopted this girl, the little white girl named Ava Barsoni, or I don't even know what her last name was. It began with a B. So supposedly he had adopted her. I think he made like a live Instagram video saying that, he adopted this little girl named Ava. Hi, Hannah. How are you? Great to see you too. So apparently he made this Instagram, and I actually did see the video of this, like, I don't know, a week ago or whatever, when I first heard about this. Like I said, with this whole Diddy thing, there's so much stuff that's being drudged up from the past. It's crazy. So this little girl, Ava, and I believe this was in 2020 or 2021, 2020 maybe, that he put out this live Instagram video. And it said, yeah, I adopted this, little girl, Ava. She's, now Ava Combs, whatever. I don't remember exactly what he said. Here's one thing I can say. When I watched the video, I could feel her energy, and I can feel her energy now. She was extremely uncomfortable in that video. And here's how I felt, like, because one of the things I do is when I'm focused on someone, I kind of get into their energy. It's difficult for me to articulate what I mean by that, but it's like I'm getting into their energy so that I can feel what's happening is the best way I can say it. When I got into the energy of the two of them sitting next to each other, so it was P. Diddy, Sean Combs, and Ava, and they were sitting right next to each other. I got into that energy. Oh, it felt like this. It felt like this, like it was taking my breath away. It was this dark, just suffocating energy. Is the best way I can say it. It's like this suffocating energy. And then, so that's what I was feeling from the energy. Then when I watched the video, and I could see, you could just tell that she was very uncomfortable. And it was this weird energy, and she was very uncomfortable. And I just felt like Sean's energy was all just like on top of her and just like surrounding her. This is what I picked up, allegedly. So, but something was weird. I don't know anything about this at all. Like I said, I was kind of surprised when I heard this, when all this, P. Diddy stuff started coming up. But I want to ask if Sean Combs really did adopt this little girl named Ava, because everyone's like, well, what happened to her? What happened to her? I kind of feel like he never really legally adopted her. That's what the energy feels like to me. But I want to ask the cards, because I I just don't feel, I don't feel that that actually happened legally. So let's see what the cards say. See, even when I'm asking in my head, I'm hearing a loud no. I mean, I'm getting no, but this is weird. And again, I don't know much about this situation, but I am getting a straight up no, that I don't feel Sean Combs legally adopted this girl named Ava. And I don't even remember, I don't even know if I knew how old she was when this supposedly happened. I don't even know. A young girl. I don't know, 13. I mean, I'm not even sure. So don't quote me on it, and don't come for me because I don't know, because I just didn't research it, because I'm not a researcher. People are like, do your research. Well, I don't care to do my research. I know what I know, and that's it. So anyway, I'm getting no, he never really did legally adopt her, but this is weird to me. They wanted to make it seem like this is what I'm getting. And from the cards and from the energy, I'm getting that there was like a group of people who thought it would be fun to claim that he had really adopted this little girl. And it wasn't just him, it was a group of people. So they made some kind of arrangement or agreement that he would say this and everyone would keep silent about it. But I feel like people know now. I feel like people know now. I feel like people know now that he didn't really adopt her, but it was almost like, I don't want to say like a practical joke, but it was kind of like this thing that people felt like it would be fun to try to do this, some kind of fun thing to do. I don't know why someone would think that that would be fun or funny, or I don't know. I don't know why anyone would think that that would be fun or funny, but I feel like, people know now. And here's what makes me sad though. I mean, I can feel the energy again from the little girl, Ava. And I just feel like she was not comfortable at all with that, that whole thing. I just feel her like very uncomfortable, awkward and uncomfortable. Anyway, so no, I'm getting a no, and in the cards is saying no, I don't think Sean Combs ever legally adopted Ava. So, where is she now? I mean, I feel she's still with us. Like, I don't feel anything. I don't feel like she's exited the world. If you want me to say it like that, I could say it like that. I feel she's still here, but I just feel, that was like, it's kind of like a joke, but not really a joke. Kind of like a joke. A group of people thought it would be fun or funny to do that. And I don't even know why. Like my kids are much older now, but I could never imagine letting someone else say, oh yeah, sure, take my child and pretend that you adopted them. I don't even know. Like, why would someone do that? I don't know. I mean, whatever. Okay, we talked about that. I'm just looking at my list. So the one other thing that has been a ton has come out. I mean, a lot of names, like obviously Beyonce, Jay-Z, Usher and Justin Bieber, and all of these people have been coming out. And another big one that's been coming out that I've seen a lot since this whole P. Diddy thing kind of broke is Ashton Kutcher. And all of these pictures, you know, with Ashton Kutcher at his white parties, and how they were supposedly good friends. And now Ashton Kutcher is trying to claim that, you know, I think through his PR team, that he was just, you know, acquaintances, but, you know, and maybe sort of knew him, but, you know, but when, so people are digging up, because, you know, people are good at that. So people have been digging up old videos and pictures and interviews, and, you know, they're showing all the stuff where they were talking about, like Sean Combs and Ashton Kutcher were both sitting on some talk show. I forget which talk show it was. And they were saying, you know, the interviewer asked him, how did you guys meet? How'd you guys become friends? And they started going through the whole story, you know, well, when I was doing Punk'd and all that. So, you know, they said, yeah, we hang out, we watch football games. This is Ashton Kutcher has said this, allegedly, but it's been on videos that, you know, all over, that he's been saying this stuff, and he's been trying to put distance between him and Sean Combs and the whole P. Diddy thing. So I've done previous videos back when the whole Danny Masterson thing happened. Was that last year or the year before? I can't remember now. But when Danny Masterson, disgusting human being, another disgusting human being, when he was going through his trial and was found guilty, and, you know, whatever, I think everyone knows what he was found guilty of. I'm not going to say it, but Ashton Kutcher had always been really good friends with Danny Masterson, because they were good friends from when they were on that 70s show. And that's where the whole connection with Mila Kunis and whatever, that whole group, right? So I've done previous videos about Ashton and Mila and Danny Masterson, like about a year ago or whenever that whole thing went out. So you can look in my previous videos. It's either under live, or I don't know if I did an actual pre-recorded video. I also have a playlist you can look under there too. But so I have done past on Ashton, and I used to like Ashton until the whole Danny Masterson thing came up, and how he and Mila wrote those letters to the judge, and I was disgusted. Everybody was disgusted with that. So I don't like him anymore. So, but what I wanted to ask about him is, I want to ask, will any criminal charges be brought against him specifically, with, you know, relating to, I don't know, anything relating to this whole P. Diddy thing or whatever. I want to see if any criminal charges will ever be brought against him. So let's ask that. Well, I mean, it definitely says it, and he's already been doing this, right? He's already been claiming this. But it's saying he's going to claim that I didn't know. I knew nothing. I saw nothing. I heard nothing. I know nothing. I mean, I think, isn't that what most people are saying now anyway? I know nothing. I knew nothing about what was going on. Even if I went to those parties, even if I said I was good friends with them, I knew nothing, just like he said with Danny Masterson. But, you know, are criminal charges going to come against him? I don't know. I kind of feel like here, so I'm not getting a solid yes or no on Ashton, but here's what I am getting. I'm getting that currently he's being looked at, and I don't think he's the only one. I think there are many many other people. Could be celebrities, could be people from the music industry, could just be people who were there, whatever. There's a lot of people being looked at, but as far as Ashton himself, they're contemplating, they're looking into, things that how he was connected, what, some of the things that he's done, was he on any of these videos? Or I'm sure people have seen the pictures of Ashton being there, right? So I think I'm going to say it's still to be determined. I'm trying to focus on the energy too, and I'm not getting a solid yes or no. I don't think the feds or the authorities have made up their mind yet, which what that tells me is there's obviously more. There's obviously more that maybe Ashton was involved in with Diddy than people know. And I feel that strongly. Like when I'm getting into his energy, I feel that pretty strongly. I think Ashton was involved in some stuff that was not good. Same as I felt that he was kind of maybe not exactly in, like, did the deeds that Danny Masterson did. He was complicit and knew. That's kind of how I feel with this too. I kind of feel like he may have been there, or maybe in the next room, or knew, maybe knew that some of the, or witnessed some of these unfortunate, poor victims, saw them, with the D word in their drinks, and all of a sudden saw them, not acting right, like acting like they were loopy or whatever, however you want to say that. So I feel like he was involved a little bit more than a lot of other people. When I'm focusing on the energy of like the white parties, because I did focus on the energy of these big giant white parties, right? Where there was so many people involved, invited, who were there. And then when I focus on the energy as it shifts from that to these freak offs, the after parties, it's like this big energy and it goes and it shrinks way down. So I feel like there's a lot of people who knew it was like an unspoken thing. But then I feel that there are some people who were complicit and definitely knew a lot more, which I do think that allegedly Ashton is one of those people. And nothing I talk about on here is fact. It's just my opinion, what I'm getting from my guys, and none of it's fact. Please go do your own research and form your own opinion. But that's how I'm feeling on the energy with Ashton. It just doesn't feel good to me. I always wondered about Ava and if she was a friend of his daughter's or being trafficked. I wondered that too, Shannon. Hi, Maria. Are you, Maria, are you in Liverpool? Yeah, I wondered that too, Shannon. Let me ask. It's good to see you too. Yeah, I feel, see, I'm getting weird energy about Ava. I get weird energy when I focus on that whole situation. This is what kind of unsettles me and makes me concerned, is when I focus on her energy, I get this weird being unsettled, being I don't know that she was trafficked per se, allegedly, but there was something that was going on with, allegedly someone in the family. That's what I'm getting about Ava. Ava Maria is, that was the little girl, the white girl that was allegedly, supposedly adopted by P. Diddy back in 2020, I think it was. And then everyone's saying, what happened to Ava? Where is she? Where'd she go? And I just talked about it a little bit ago. Yeah, I don't feel trafficked per se, but I do feel there was some not good stuff that happened to her. And it breaks my heart. Anything with children, any victims. I mean, but especially children. Oh my God, children and animals. I can't take it. I just can't take it. It just breaks my heart. I got my selenite in my lap. But so that was Ashton. So I just feel like he's done. I don't feel that he's like literally done any SAing or I don't feel he's actually stepped over that line. That's the energy that I'm picking up. Thank God, I don't think he's actually done that. But I think he's walked right up to the line and he's watched with his own eyes, like, people around him getting close. I'm getting an image of him being in this. Remember I said I got this big giant bubble of the white parties or the main parties, and then the after parties, it goes right down to just like a small group. So even though people knew it was a much smaller contained group, but I'm still not talking about like 2 or 3 people. Like it was still a group of people. And I feel like that was Ashton. I feel like he was part sometimes in that smaller group that was there. Allegedly, none of this is fact. Please do your own research, but that's the energy that I feel. I can't stand him now. Ever since all of this stuff came up, I can't even look at him now. Disgusting. It's a shame because, I thought he was pretty funny, did some funny things. I did used to like the show Punked, but I can't. So let's ask also about Ashton. I did see a video of P and others around a V on a table, like yeah. I mean, I've mentioned this on my last live video that I do feel that the freak offs, whatever, the stuff that happened against people's will, where they did not consent, those victims, I do feel that was allegedly ritualistic, like a ritual, whatever. I do feel that. I felt that last time. I still feel that energy. It's very strong. Allegedly, it's only my opinion, no facts here. It's just disgusting. It's just disgusting. It's that dark energy, though. I mean, that's what they do. Get your selenite, everyone. Get your selenite. All right, getting back to Ashton. So I also wanted to ask, did I ask yet if criminal charges will be brought against him? Oh my God, I can't remember if I asked or not. So let's ask if any criminal charges will be brought against Ashton. Allegedly, oh, I did ask, and that's why I'm getting the same information, that they're thinking about it. They haven't decided yet. I'm still getting the same thing, and it's still saying the same thing. Ashton knows a lot of information. Oh, I wonder if he's going to be involved in, what's the guy's name? The attorney, allegedly, right? Allegedly, what's the attorney's name? Busby? That attorney in Texas that has over 120 victims that he's going to be bringing civil lawsuits. Now, those are civil, they're not criminal. That's why the cards are getting confused. I think he may either be contacted by that law firm of someone from the 120 victims, or he may also see, but this is, I'm feeling from the feds too. He definitely has information. He has information. I think he was on video. I think there's something, allegedly. I think Ashton was there. I'm telling you, I just feel like he was there. He has some information. And I think they're trying to, this is the energy that I'm getting, and I got in the cards both times, is they're not sure if they're going to bring charges against him or not. Or are they going to, say, look, you've got to give us this information, or if you don't, if you do, we'll give you some immunity or a lighter sentence, or if you don't, then we're going to press charges against you. But again, they haven't decided yet. So that's a TBD. I don't think we're going to know that exactly yet. They haven't decided. However, I got brought right back again to the civil suits. There's at least one poor victim from is it Busby? Is that his name? The attorney and law firm that just brought over 120, or they're going to be filing. They did a press conference like 4 or 5 days ago or something. And they said that at that time, they had 120 victims that they were going to be filing civil lawsuits. But what they said was they were going to be reaching out and contacting some of these people and seeing if they wanted to settle. And if they refused to settle, then they were going to be filing the lawsuits. I think he's one of them. I think Ashton Kutcher, allegedly, no facts here, I think Ashton Kutcher is one of them that they're going to contact. That's how it feels to me. Yeah, I did. Me too, Shannon. Francis, I'm so sorry about your friend. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. When you say, was it captured, do you mean on video camera? Like a Ring doorbell or some other, cameras like in the area? Is that what you're saying? Oh, Oh, I agree with you, Maria. Absolutely. Yeah, they all turn my stomach. I will never watch a movie, go to a concert. They're all finished as far as I'm concerned. Absolutely. I'm 100%. Well, I mean, really, I'm a rock person, Rolling Stones, Creed. So I wouldn't be going to any of their concerts like, like P. Diddy or Jay-Z. Like, that's just not I'm just not into that kind of music. But I, like I said, I used to like Ashton Kutcher. I will, and I haven't ever since this Danny Masterson thing came out. I will not watch anything Ashton Kutcher's in. I will not have any, I won't buy any of, I never bought any of P. Diddy's music because I'm just not into that, but I won't have anything to do with any of that stuff. Was his M captured by the police? I'm getting no on that, Francis, but I'm getting that they have a suspect, that they suspect someone. They're watching. I think that they are pretty sure that they know who it is, Francis. I'm really sorry about that. So sorry for your loss. That's just awful. Not yet though. They're looking into a person. They have someone in mind. Okay, so let's ask if Ashton will actually testify against Diddy, allegedly. Let's ask, because that's another thing I want to know. See, Ashton, he's got kind of a coward energy. Like, I feel like he did a lot of really, I mean, listen, we all have, but I feel like he did a lot of really stupid things when he was young, but over the top, because everyone's done really dumb things when they were a kid or a teenager or whatever, or young. Everybody has, sure. But the things that he did were way, way over the top than most people would ever even think of doing. And at the time, because everyone was doing it and getting away with it, he just thought, oh, this is great. Yeah, I'll go for it. Well, now I don't know that he feels remorseful about the stuff that he did back then, because I don't feel that. What I feel is he's obviously freaked out because he's connected with all the stuff now and could be implicated and God knows what. So that's what he's worried about. Anyway, like I said, I won't be watching anything with Ashton Kutcher again, but let's ask if he will be called to testify against Diddy, Sean Combs. Double yes. Double yes. I am getting that he will be called to testify. Will he get out of it though? There's a possibility he may somehow get out of it, having to testify. I think he's going to be called to testify. I think he may get out of it though. Francis, if you want me to, with situations like yours that happened, where someone's unalived, like your situation, if you want, contact me, go on my website and contact me, and I'll be happy to do a reading for you, free reading, to try to help with that if I can. If you're interested, I'll put my website on here. Anyway, I do think that it is possible that I think he will be called to testify. I'm getting a double yes on that. But at the same time, and again, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a legal expert. I know nothing about this stuff. Somehow he's going to get out of it. So even though I think they're going to call him, I feel like he's going to, at the 11th hour, make some kind of a deal, or I don't know what it is that I'm feeling, because I'm not familiar with how this stuff works as far as like courts and the law and all of that. But I feel like somehow that's another reason probably why the cards are getting confused. Is because I think they may try to call him to testify, but somehow he gets out of it. So he doesn't have to testify. Weird. You know what? Any people that were complicit, that were there, that knew what was going on, I think they all should, get what is coming to them. I mean, they deserve whatever happens to them, because just the stuff that's happened with these poor women and children, minors. Allegedly, I do feel minors. It's just awful. It just breaks my heart. Let's ask if he and Mila will end up getting divorced. Because then I heard that, and again, I don't know. I don't go down rabbit holes. Like if I hear something on social media, but I don't necessarily go down rabbit holes very often. But I did hear that either Mila moved out, or I don't know, if Ashton moved out. If Mila moved out, I don't know. They have different houses and they're living in different houses or whatever. But I want to ask if Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher will end up divorcing. Let's ask that. It's definitely been stressful on Mila. I'm seeing that. I don't think they're going to get divorced. I'm getting a no. I don't think they're going to get divorced. I'm getting that Mila is very upset, but she's not. I don't see her pursuing divorce. I don't see either one of them pursuing divorce. But she's really upset about this whole thing, because this would be her husband is kind of getting dragged through so they were both just dragged through this whole letter to the judge for Danny Masterson. They thought, okay, that's finally starting to die down. And here we go again with all these pictures and all the stuff with Ashton coming back up again. And so she's upset about that. And Mila, I do feel, knows more than she will ever let on. I think she has found out some stuff, not just from her husband, by other people too. I don't feel that she herself, was she ever at a Diddy party? I don't know that she's ever actually been at a Diddy party. If it was very peripheral. Like, I feel like maybe she made an appearance. I don't think she stayed very long, but she has heard some stuff. And I do get that she may also be asked or questioned. Allegedly, all of this is alleged, no facts here. She may get questioned by the feds, by the authorities, by the feds or the authorities is what I'm hearing. Because I was asking if the Busby attorney's law firm might question her. I don't think so. I'm getting a no on that one, but the feds, the criminal case, I do think she may be questioned. Are they split up right now, though? I do think that they are living apart separately. And it's not because of work. It's because I think Mila was like, go away. I don't want anything to do with you right now. Let me think. Do I see divorce though? I no, but I do think that they are living apart. I don't think they will actually go through with the divorce though. So that was all I had on my list for today. I just can't keep up with, like, literally all the stuff that has been, exploding since this whole Diddy thing. And it's just crazy. I can't keep up. I can't keep up with it all. I just can't keep up. But that Piers Morgan thing, that was like, that got me. I was like, holy cow. I never in a million years did I think I would see Piers Morgan actually, like not even 24 hours later, coming on and apologizing for something on his show and then editing his video to take out an interview. Like I never thought I would ever see that, but here we are, right? Anyway, all right. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me. It was good to hang with you. Love seeing you guys as always. I'm going to go now and hopefully get something to eat and keep, being glued to the TV about this whole Diddy thing. It's just crazy, all the stuff that's going on. But I love you guys. I hope everyone has a good night. It was great seeing you. I always miss you guys. And I will hopefully be back soon, maybe this weekend. I don't know. We'll see. But love you guys. Have a good rest of your night. Bye.